All right, let's talk about Justin Reid and his foundation donating $25,000 in gym equipment to a middle school, Deandre Baker officially signing his ERFA tender, look at some cryptic tweets from running back Ronald Jones, and much freaking more. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, aka the Soulful Ginger Gnome, or as this guy has tried to get me to say for like 36 days straight, the Red-Faced Wonder. And I do daily news about the Chiefs and the NFL overall, so I'm gonna need you to sub if you're new, hit that like button if you would like to see this beard go bye-bye, and let's get into this news. But to be clear, this beard will never go bye-bye. I would never shave it in a million years. Anyway, let's get into some player news via their socials. Since mandatory minicamp has concluded, Juju Smith-Schuster could be seen filming something for Adidas, and you could find him dancing around with a fog machine and a red light, as well as out on a football field, and even sitting in a kiddie pool. This is a weird one, but if he didn't have his uniform on and tagging Adidas in all of his posts, I would say he's filming a low-budget music video, but I'm sure it'll be lit just like Juju would like it to be. And you can see in this clip here, Josh Gordon doing some rehab on whatever injury he sustained at the mandatory minicamp. He is in a water treadmill thing at the Chiefs facility saying, "Keep moving, cause we need that." And then he says, "I do as the crystal guides," whatever that means. QB1 and his wife Brittany could be seen here, wherever this beautiful place is, which we all know is very far away from Kansas City. And then here's a picture of his wife's shadow. She refused to show her face. And here's another picture of their son. Y'all know I had to work it in there. It's been a couple days and my videos felt like something was missing. Now it feels complete. Okay, moving on. Here's a couple pretty fire clips from former Chiefs safety, the Honey Badger himself. And I'm not gonna lie, he looks good in these, and this catch right here is freaking incredible.
That's a dub. Oh, he caught that. That's a dub. Oh.
One-handed grab over the top. Cole, why you show videos of Tyron? He no longer a Chief. Yeah, we all know Nancy, but guess what? From time to time, you're going to see news and updates on here about former Chiefs players, and you will still live to see another day. From here, I need to make sure y'all are aware that the Chiefs have announced dates for the 2022 Chiefs training camp at Missouri Western State University in St. Joe, Missouri. Open practices begin on Thursday, July 28th, and conclude on Thursday, August 18th. And all I can think when I see those dates is, that's a long way away, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to be covering on this channel for 6 weeks until then, but we're about to find out now, aren't we? Anyway, looks like the training camp practices will be free of charge and open to the public unless otherwise noted. And for all the additional info, because I'm done talking about this, go to the link that's in my description. All right, did you guys see that 3 teams, why did I hold my wrist? What am I doing? 3 teams were recently fined for violating OTA practice rules. Yeah, apparently the practices were deemed too physical by the NFL, and those 3 teams were the Washington, our organization is an absolute dumpster fire, Commanders, the Houston, we have no idea what we're doing, Texans, and the Dallas, Dak Prescott is very mid, Cowboys. And apparently these teams are docked OTA practices in 2023 for violating these rules and fined a bunch of money. For example, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy was fined $100,000, not the team, but the coach himself. And just last year they were fined for something similar. It's almost like they make way too much money and do not care about the repercussions because they are not serious enough. I don't know, you guys tell me, but since we're on the subject of the Cowboys, I gotta let y'all know something important. Since the year 1997, the Cowboys have 0 rings, yet J-Lo has 5. So low-key, Jennifer Lopez may be one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm not sure, and I'm also not quite sure how we even got here. So onwards we must go subject-wise, yet the location is going to remain in Texas because yesterday, Chiefs safety Justin Reid could be seen in Houston, Texas at Fleming Middle School, where his foundation partnered up with Dick's Sporting Goods to donate $25,000 towards the renovation of the gym there with a combination of money, gym equipment, and technology. And it looks like this is going to be an annual project that his foundation will be doing, whether or not this is always at Fleming Middle School in Texas, or we start to see this happen at some schools here in the Kansas City area. I'm not exactly sure, but be sure of this. If I find out, I'll let you beautiful people know. And Aaron Wilson was able to link up with Justin Reid for a quick 1.5-minute interview here. And honestly, I found it such a great clip that I want y'all to see it all.
You got players and talent on the field like a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, Hall of Famers, like Travis Kelce, the amount of depth and experience just on the roster, the coaching staff. All of that plays a role into building those championships. So I get to see it firsthand. I get to add to it and put my stamp on it as well. So all of that is very exciting.
Do you see yourself trying to build that leadership quality and kind of be a leader?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the reason why they brought me there, is to command the back end. Not just be a leader by speaking, but be a leader by example, and to help those young guys on the roster also develop into the players that they're capable of being.
Right, and individually make those big plays that you're capable of.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that? Do you feel like this defense sets you up well to have that?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities, especially if we're up early, like Patrick Mahomes has a tendency to help us do. There'll be some opportunities on the back end on defense to make a lot of electric plays.
Get those picks.
Yeah, I need them.
Yeah. And for you, you've been to the playoffs. You've played them in the playoffs. You know, that was a tough loss. Did anybody ever bring that up?
Yeah, it's been brought up once or twice, and I was like, hey man, it's like, hey man, I've been here, part of that journey. You know what I mean? Just, you know, on the wrong side of it.
How can you not like Justin Reid? He just seems like a good dude in general, and it also helps that he loves to level people out there on the football field 100%. All right, so back in early March, the Chiefs extended a qualifying contract offer to exclusive rights free agent, also known as ERFA, cornerback Deandre Baker. And on Friday, Baker signed on the line, which is merely a formality ensuring he'll be back with the team for the 2022 NFL season. His qualifying offer is expected to be a one-year deal for a measly $925,000. It's a lot of freaking money, to me at least, as he has accrued 2 NFL seasons. Salaries for ERFAs or ERFAs are technically very cheap, amounting to very little in terms of salary cap impact, just in case y'all needed to know that. And here's a brief history lesson on Baker. Since I'm the teacher and y'all are in school, the Chiefs signed him to the practice squad back in 2020. He got promoted to the 53-man roster a couple of times that season, but suffered a serious non-contact leg fracture in the final game of the regular season in 2020. He made a big return in 2021, appearing in 8 games, including 1 start in Week 4 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and in total, he played a combination of 238 snaps on defense in the regular season and postseason, recording 16 tackles and a pass defended. What was that? I don't know. Baker should be in the mix for more playing time, especially as things start to stand right now with injuries to Rashad Fenton, Trent McDuffie, and Joshua Williams. And honestly, because of all the injuries, he may even find himself making the 53-man roster, depending on how the others are healing up. Let's just say this. I'm glad that Brett Veach drafted like 15 cornerbacks, because seems like we're going to need it. And then over the past week, there have been a bunch of Chiefs birthdays. So let's cover them in a flurry real quick. June 17th was the legend Bobby Bell's birthday. Then Trey Smith's birthday was on June 16th, followed by Frank Clark's on June 14th. Joe Montana's was on the 11th, and June 10th was Darryl Williams, but not the former Chiefs running back Darryl Williams. I'm talking about the other Darryl Williams, number 73, our former center. And I just gotta say, I think the Chiefs have some type of issue with having a player with the name Darryl Williams on the roster, because both of them are now bye-bye. Darryl Williams, the running back, is now at the Cardinals, and the center, Darryl Williams, just got signed by the Patriots to their 90-man roster, according to Jordan Schultz yesterday. And what's funny about this is Jordan Schultz himself had to issue a clarifying tweet to Patriots fans, letting them know that it was not the running back, that he is indeed with the Cardinals, but they got the center. So, sorry guys. Basically, it's very confusing, and I'm glad we no longer have 2 Darryl Williams on the roster, though I do wish running back Darryl was still here, if I'm going to be honest. And since we're on the subject of running backs, Ronald Jones posted a couple of cryptic messages yesterday. The first tweet was this: heard a lil homie talking reckless, hashtag, oh you gotta love it. And he shared that text with this photo, and the best part about this photo is it has the Getty Images watermark on it. That's the freaking best, let's be honest. So this tweet by itself, I would say, well, maybe he's just quoting a song from Drake, because that's literally a line from a song by Drake.
I heard a little homie talking reckless and vibe.
But then the plot thickens, because he then follows up with, you got to put up some numbers first, young bull. So that could be an additional line from a Drake song, but I don't recognize that line. Or He could be telling one of the new guys they need to chill out until they put up some numbers in the NFL, whether he's talking to a running back on the Bucs maybe, or the Chiefs, possibly more likely, or he simply was all up in his feelings at like 2 a.m. last night and posted these with absolutely no meaning or reasoning behind it. But considering he's only tweeted like 5 times since April, I choose to believe there's a little something behind it, though the exact meaning or reasoning we may never freaking know. He could be feeling the heat of competition in the running back room, or maybe someone like Pacheco or Jerry Ely is feeling a wee bit overconfident and RoJo wants to subliminally let them know what's good. Either way, this is a very competitive running back room. I know they're all probably feeling the heat because they all want to make this roster. And remember, Pacheco himself said he's willing to take another grown man's job, so he may be trying to do just that. Either way, I'm excited to see how it ends up shaping up as we head into training camp, and more specifically, towards more roster cuts as they get closer to the 53-man roster. What are your thoughts on all of this? The running back room, especially with the addition of Jerick McKinnon. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments down below because this is getting a little wild in these streets. Let's fight about it per usual. I'll follow up with y'all and argue about it down there. From here, though, I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some super thanks comments. Michael Head sent over a $5 super thanks and said, "Keep it up, you beautiful red bearded man. Tiny bit of beard envy, but I'll get over it." Yeah, you will get over it first. And second, thanks so freaking much, bro. I appreciate you. $5 super thanks. Let's go. Chiefs fan for life also sent over a $5 super thanks saying, "I watch too much Chiefs YouTube." Yes and amen, I feel that. "And I can confirm, you've got the best rundowns out there. Please keep doing what you're doing. How about those Chiefs?" Well, man, I really appreciate that a ton. Thank you for the freaking gas. Literally gas, because I'm going to take this $5 and buy 1 gallon with it. Nah, but seriously, thanks for hyping up the channel. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate y'all so much. Remember, 15,000 subs. We're close. We're doing a live stream, my first ever. Make sure to leave a comment down below to potentially be featured in an upcoming vid. Sub for more daily news like this, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. And check out this video here, which is a video I randomly watched again this morning of Aaron Rodgers doing a post-game interview while high. And no, I'm not joking. Until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those?